Liat cancels flights for operational reasons, and in sport, a legendary former West Indies captain ecstatic with the change in leadership at Cricket West Indies. I'm Ricardo Robertson. This is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, March 28, 2019. I'll be back with the details after the break.
What are these procedures that undercover cops have to follow so that the person they're chasing knows that they are police?
Okay, there's two issues here. A, with the undercover. The undercover has what's called a red bubble light. And this is a light that they can either put on the roof or on the dashboard.
We see it on TV all the time.
Exactly. So they could have done that. They did not do that.
Why didn't they?
Well, they actually were trying to testify that they did.
Up to 20% of women of reproductive age will develop fibroids, non-cancerous growths in the wound that can cause pain. Now, risk factors include race and family history, but women can lower their chances of developing fibroids by eating a healthy diet, free of alcohol and processed foods. That's the perspective of naturopathy expert Dr. Malaika Agbeko. Dr. Agbeko is encouraging women to choose a healthier diet.
The financially strapped regional airline Liat today announced the cancellation of several flights due to what it termed operational reasons. The airline did not elaborate, but in the past had warned several regional destinations that they had until March 15th to respond to the airline's minimal revenue guarantee, the MRG proposals. Now, under the MRG model, it is likely that some flights may be cut if the government is not prepared to fund them. The airline said that it was cancelling flights 374 from Barbados to St. Lucia, 375 from St. Lucia to Barbados, 337 from Barbados to Grenada, 338 from Grenada to Barbados, 769 from Barbados to St. Vincent, and 770 from St. Vincent to Barbados. It said affected passengers would be moved to other flights at no charge. Media reports said the final decision on the future of Liat is expected later this week, following an 8-hour meeting with St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and his Barbadian counterpart Mia Mottley and the trade union representatives on Wednesday. The reports said officials have been asked to come up with a number of proposals to present to Prime Minister Mottley before weekend. Last week, the airline's shareholders, governments Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominican, St. Vincent and the Grenadines said they were seeking to get Caribbean countries to contribute a total of $5.4 million to emergency funding to keep the airline in the sky. Now, the pilots have already rejected a call from them to take a salary cut as the Antigua-based airline seeks to reverse its financial situation. CARICOM countries are divided yet again on another matter related to the ongoing crisis in Venezuela. The Bahamas, Haiti, Jamaica and St. Lucia, 4 of those countries whose leaders last week met with U.S. President Donald Trump, yesterday voted in favor of an Organization of American States OAS resolution critical of the leadership of President Nicolas Maduro. Guyana, which was not invited to the Trump meeting, joined the 4 in voting in favor of the resolution that said Venezuela's closure of its borders with Brazil and Colombia had prevented the population, especially the most vulnerable, from obtaining food, medicines, medical treatment, and educational opportunities. Antigua and Barbuda and St. Vincent and the Grenadines voted against the resolution that was adopted by the Permanent Council of the OAS, while Barbados, Belize, St. Kitts and Nevis, Suriname and Trinidad and Tobago abstained. Dominica and Grenada were absent at the time of the vote. This is the second time in 3 months that CARICOM countries have been split on an OAS resolution regarding Venezuela. Back in January, the same day Maduro was sworn in as president, they were divided in their votes on a resolution that his term not be recognized. CARICOM has hit back at the European Union over the recent blacklisting of some member states of the regional grouping. A statement issued by the CARICOM Secretariat yesterday said the revised list, which was issued earlier this month, is a renewed attack on the economic prospects of member states. The EU has listed Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Dominica, and Trinidad and Tobago as non-cooperative tax jurisdictions. It also placed 7 other CARICOM member states on a monitoring list as their governments committed to undertake reforms by December 2019. These are Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Anguilla, the British Virgin Islands, and Cayman Islands. But CARICOM says the inclusion of the regional countries on the blacklist is grossly misleading and misrepresents the response of its members since the initial listing back in 2017. That's December 2017. Now, the regional grouping says members have acted in good faith to mitigate the egregious action by the European Union. The Secretariat says it is becoming apparent that the EU's actions are designed to destroy the region's financial sector as it seeks to rebuild economic resilience. And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Welcome back. It's now time for sports. Legendary former Windies captain Clive Lloyd says he is deliriously happy with Ricky Skerritt's election to the post of Cricket West Indies president. The 74-year-old, who had publicly endorsed Skerritt for the top post, said the CWI needed someone with the former St. Kitts and Nevis government minister's qualities to protect cricket's precious heritage in the Caribbean and to also oversee the Windies' resurgence internationally. Lloyd said, quote, "The point is, the presidency is something you have to believe in. You have to believe our cricket is very important. 2 of our most important institutions in the West Indies are our cricket and the University of the West Indies. Now, those 2 things have worked well in the past and can continue to work well in the future. We need to have people with clear thinking and who will want to improve our sports. And I'm talking about sports in general. Cricket is probably just one of the main things, but we have a lot of talented people in the West Indies." End quote. Lloyd said he now hopes to see cricket development that incorporates the use of the academy and the universities throughout the region. Skerritt defeated Dave Cameron in the CWI elections held last Sunday at Jamaica Pegasus. West Indies all-rounder Andrew Russell once again put his phenomenal powers on display, smashing a cameo and then snapping up a brace of wickets to lift Kolkata Knight Riders, that's the KKR, to their 2nd win in as many matches. They secured a 28-run victory over Chris Gale's Kings 11 Punjab as action in the Indian Premier League continued yesterday. Now sent in at Eden Gardens, KKR piled up to 18 for 4 of the 20 overs, with Robin Uthappa top scoring with an unbeaten 67 of 50 deliveries and Nitish Rana getting an exhilarating 63 from 34 balls. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.